Okay, good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, no wearing of any head garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material, and you must be properly dressed. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to all of you on YouTube, or actually on Zoom and YouTube world as well. Again, I am Tenisha Yancey. I will be presiding over your matters this morning. We are just waiting for House Counsel to come back and we will begin.
You can let Officer Craig go. Well, yes, she's here.
Officer Craig.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Your defendant hasn't shown up. We're gonna go ahead and issue out a KPS.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, you as well.
Officer Johnson can go too.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Your Honor.
That's good. We just like the officer.
I'm sorry. Good morning, officer. You can go as well. Mr. Bracy, Mr. and Mrs. Bracy haven't checked in. We'll issue a bench warrant.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
I'm trying to remember my officer.
I'm at a percent of what?
9.
9.
The officer makers, it's like things like 8:30. Okay, I think we also need to get you. Yes. I just probably want to keep her because I didn't like it.
Just you said just leave it
I didn't like the meeting. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus.
What you trying to get?
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure I got you all the files.
You want me to go and pass it
Them the afternoon ones. But it seemed like I'm missing some from your stack. That's what I might have to just do ROAs. No, because this person is here. Yeah.
Because all the officers are here. Wait, are there any officers, any defendants who checked in?
I don't think so. I gotta look again. I'll tell you.
Is that just marked on here?
For the most part, I think.
I thought he was ready. I think a couple days ago.
You sure? Good. You want to pull them out?
Yeah.
Oh, he went to go talk to that lady, that girl.
The one who checked in, right?
That's what happened.
Yes,
He did bring
right.
everybody up.
She's a officer here. See if he's in here for somebody else too.
He left.
Officer Ron will be back on.
If they not only ones who hear us is Corporal Rule and Officer Lawrence. Just it. And I think Del Bosco, but he never came out the record. And he's for Black Joseph. Mr. Buckman, are you ready?
Yes.
No, not Mr. Buckner. Mr. Boffman,
I
Attorney
am.
Boffman.
Okay, Mr. Bachman, I'm going to allow you to call the cases that in the most efficient manner.
Okay. We ready to begin?
Yeah, we are.
Your Honor, would you call Joseph Blair? The matter is set for trial. Shall I read into the record the case number?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now calling the people of the city of Detroit, SP 133-017, strike that, SP 133-0107, counts 1, 2, and 3. Matter set for trial. The officer, good officer Del Bosque, I don't believe is no longer in the meeting, but he was present and signed in today and approved a plea agreement whereby the defendant will waive his right to a trial, Your Honor, today and plead guilty to the reduced charge of failing to report an accident. That is count 1. Counts 2 and 3 will hereby be dismissed, and I would stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal. Thank the court and the prosecutor. We're ready to give a factual basis.
Thank you, Mr. Blair. You had an opportunity to talk to the attorney and he advised you of your rights. You need to take yourself off mute, sir.
Your Honor.
And yes, and so Mr. Bachman advised you of your rights,
Yes, ma'am.
and did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, Your Honor, the whole truth.
And turning your attention to July 1st, 2022, were you driving a 2012 white vehicle in the area of Central and Persian?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was that in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have an accident on that day, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you leave the scene of the accident before reporting the accident to the police or before the police arrived?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you never reported it either?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied? You can put your.
I am
hand down.
satisfied.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for leaving the scene of an accident with property damage on count 1 of ticket number ending in 0107. Count 2 and 3 will be dismissed without prejudice. For leaving the scene of the accident, Mr. Blair, are you working, sir?
Yes, I work.
Okay, so the fines and fees for leaving the scene of an accident is $220. How soon would you be able to make that payment?
If I could have like 2 weeks, would that be okay?
That would be great. May 22nd?
Yeah,
If
or
you don't-
before then.
Okay, if you don't pay it by May 22nd, you need to appear back here on the same Zoom at 8:30 on May 22nd, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're free to go.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Your Honor, would you now call the case of People versus Demetrius Byrd? Mr. Byrd, unmute your device. Now calling People of the City of Detroit in SP 1199074, counts 1 and 2. SP 1241795, count 1. SP 1271898, counts 1 and 2. SP 1316153, count 3. And SP 1368334, count 1. These matters are set for trial. There are in any of the instant cases no complaining witnesses, Your Honor. Thereby,
Yes.
Do we have
Officer
somebody?
Bennett.
Bennett came in. I thought that was a surprise. So would you recall the case, Your Honor? I'm going to need to.
I will, we'll set this one aside for a moment and recall it once
Thank-
you've had enough for you to talk to the prosecutor on that.
Sorry about that, Mr. Byrd. Go ahead and mute your device. I'll be right back. Can you go back to the breakout room? Now calling, please, Your Honor, People versus Deontay Terrell Baker. Would you unmute your device, sir?
Yes, sir.
Calling the people of the city of Detroit and SP 1262207, counts 1, 2, and 3, as well as SP 1346397, and SP 135 46071. People versus Deontay Baker. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Would you state your name for the record? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
Mr. Baker, please state your name for the record.
Deontay Baker.
Thank you, Judge. These matters are set for trial. No complaining witness. Move to dismiss without prejudice.
One moment, Mr. Ross. Okay. The court has verified that an Officer O'Connor, Officer Povish, or Officer Haynes has not checked in this morning. The time is now 10:19. This matter was set for trial for 9 a.m. Therefore, the matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Baker, are you able to get your license now?
Yes, if things are right with this one, I'm supposed to be able to get it reinstated. This is the only thing still holding me up. Last time I talked to the court clerk at 36th District.
Okay, so I expect to not see you again.
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're on mute, Mr. Buckman.
Sorry, if it would please the court, Your Honor, please now call People versus Jeffrey Buckholtz. Sir, please unmute your device. This is People of the City of Detroit, SP 1410631, count 1, violation of the firearms ordinance. I would acknowledge first Harry Bachman for the defendant. State your name, sir.
Jeffrey Buckles.
We also had Officer Curtis Wells come in for trial. If he's in the meeting, I'd ask that he would state his name and badge number.
He is not Attorney Buckman.
Okay, so the defendant is going to, we're going to stipulate to dismiss these cases where the officer has no recollection. I stipulate to probable cause for that recommendation and thank the court and the officer.
Okay, Mr. Buckles, this is a very lucky day for you. Extremely lucky day for you. I really do encourage you to count this as a blessing and to learn how to use your firearm properly.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
No worries. You have a good day, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. So the court has acknowledged the fact or verified that Officer Wells has no recollection of the incident. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. You have a good day, Mr. Buckles.
Oh, thank you so much, and you too.
Thank you.
If it would please the court, Your Honor, would you please now call People versus the City of Detroit, SP 1409542, count 1, 1 ticket, 1 count, no insurance misdemeanor. The defendant presents today. Would you state your name for the record?
Tyra Blevins.
No, Keon Buckner.
We weren't able to hear the name, Mr. Buckles.
Oh.
You were breaking.
Keon Buckner, unmute your device.
Yes,
State your
this
name.
is me,
Your name,
Keon
please.
Buck.
Thank you, I'm sorry. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Matter is set for trial. There's no complaining witness. Please consider a motion to dismiss here without prejudice.
One moment, please.
Okay.
Okay. The court has confirmed that Officer Stewart has not checked the matter was set for trial for 9 a.m. It is now 10:22 a.m. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Buckner, make sure you're keeping her insurance and registration in the vehicle with you anytime you drive.
All right.
You have a good day.
Thank you too.
Your Honor, if it would please the court, would you please now call? Mr.
You want?
Oh, you're.
Deontay
Yes,
Baker. I know, that's whenever I turn my head. Mr. Deontay Baker, are you there?
I thought we just
I
called
thought we
him.
said we were gonna set that one aside.
No, we did that one. I'm sorry. Charles Battles.
Here we go.
Okay.
Charles Battles. Mute your device, sir. Your Honor, calling people of the city of Detroit in SP 1446790, count 1, versus Charles Battles. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. State your name for the record. You're on mute.
I'm trying to unmute him. Oh, Charles.
That's it. So, hello,
Morning.
State your name for the record, sir.
Charles Battles.
Thank you. Judge, the prosecutor and I, it is date and time for trial, and the good Officer Robinson did appear ostensibly for the purpose of giving testimony at trial. The prosecutor and I have agreed to adjourn the matter for a pretrial, a next action date on June 5th, Your Honor, at 8:35 a.m. for the defendant to return. He's going to attend the Better Drivers course, and he's been advised. Thank you.
Are we adjourning?
Pretrial, please.
Pretrial?
Yes.
So, formal hearing today, right? Is that correct?
Right, it was.
So
The
it's just
officer
gonna be-
has agreed to set it back to a pretrial to allow him time to take class.
That's correct.
Sit down here. It's gonna be a hearing. So it's gonna be a hearing. No, you can't set civil infractions for pretrial. It's just gonna be a hearing. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, so
I know what you're
Madam Clerk has stated that it will just be set for a hearing since it is a civil infraction, so we will adjourn this. We will schedule this or reschedule this for a hearing, or how long will it take for this to happen?
June 5th.
June 5th, please.
June 5th, at 8:30 a.m., sorry. See you then. With the class completed. Mr. Battles,
Yes.
I will see you on June 5th with the class completed, sir, at 8:30.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Now, how I get this information?
The
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State is where you'll go to take the class. Is it a driver responsibility class?
Well, it said yes. You said it's on Zoom.
You can go onto the Secretary of State's website and look for the
Okay.
class, contact the Secretary of State. They would administer the class.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
Pardon me, Mr. Artist Black, I'd like to send you into the breakout room. Would you please press join? I see you there.
Not yet, Mr. Bachman, will you do them all before you go to the breakout room? Because I have another courtroom.
Of course, Your Honor, he's gonna be in there until we finish what's on the screen, okay?
Okay.
Now, if you would please call people versus
What you saying now?
I didn't.
Can we do Demetrius Byrd?
He's gone back. He's gonna go back into the breakout room, Your Honor. Remember Officer Bennett was here.
And Spidey offered, and Corporal Spidey.
Okay, so I need to update my note to Mr. Goss. If we could just leave Mr. Byrd there on mute, sir. Miss Tyra Blevins, excuse me. Tyra Blevins,
Yes, you.
now calling, Your Honor, people of the city of Detroit, in case number SP 1199351, count 1, and SP 1199351, count 2. People versus Tyra Blevins, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Ma'am, state your name for the record. Ms.
Tyra
Blevins,
Blevins.
thank you. Judge, the defendant's gonna waive, for arraignment, please enter a not guilty plea. And she's gonna enter a guilty plea to count 1, and with count 2 being dismissed, I stipulate to probable cause.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Blevins, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Bachman, and he advised you of your rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Blevins, did you hear the announcement in the beginning to have hair garments will not be allowed in the courtroom?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, ma'am. And you understood your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, turning your attention, I need you to raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, turning your attention to May 13, 2021, were you driving a 2009 Black Ford?
Yes, Your Honor.
Put your hand down. And were you in the area of Evergreen and Capitol in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir, or ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
You did not get pulled over by the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I misheard you. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And on the day that you were pulled over, did you have proper place on the Ford, on the Black Ford?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Counselor?
I'm satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor. Stipulate to probable cause as to the matter being dismissed.
Thank you. And the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Blevins for the count 1 improper place. Count 2 will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Blevins, are you currently working?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the fines and fees for the improper place is $220. Can you make that payment within the next 2 weeks?
I'm willing to make the payment today.
So we need at least 24 hours for the clerk to get this ticket in the system for you to be able to pay it, okay? You
Yes,
can go
ma'am.
online at 36districtcourt.org, or you can you can click on and find a list of DivDat machines, which are kiosks in the neighborhood for you to just walk up to. Either way is appropriate. You could also come to the court to pay it.
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
You are free to go, ma'am. Good luck. Oh, if you don't pay it by, if you don't pay it by May 22nd, you do need to appear back here on the Zoom at 8:30 a.m.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, is Mr. Jeffrey Buckholz free to leave? I don't know why he's still here. Mr. Buckholz,
That's what I was saying.
I'll remove them.
thank you. May you please call Melvin Bentley on your device. Calling
Yes.
the people
Yes,
of
I'm here.
People of the city of Detroit in case number 17298-103, counts 1 and 2. 1844522, count 1. SP 1277519, counts 1 and 2. People of the city of Detroit versus Melvin Bentley, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, please state your name.
Melvin Bentley.
Your Honor, these matters are all set for trial. Good Officer Edward Lehman did check in and indicated he had no recollection sufficient enough to conduct a trial. The other officers in the other cases did not appear. We ask the court to dismiss the instant cases without prejudice, and I'll stipulate to probable cause for the recommendation.
These are all like driver's license, no apps or, no insurance matters.
1, open alcohol.
All right, Mr. Bentley, you're lucky today for sure, because I don't really, I don't like alcohol cases at all when it pertains to a vehicle. So just keep in mind that whether you're a passenger or a driver, that you cannot have any alcohol where the seal has been cracked, okay?
Okay.
But the court will acknowledge the fact that the officers are either not able to recall or not here, has not checked in, therefore the matters will be dismissed without prejudice.
Okay.
Have a good day, sir. You're free to go.
All right.
Miss Katrina Bullard, would you unmute your device? Press *6.
Yes.
Now calling people of the city of Detroit, SP 14006 count 1. People versus Katrina Bullard, 1 ticket, 1 count of driving on an expired license, Your Honor. State your name for the record.
Katrina Bullard.
Thank you, ma'am. This is Harry Baughman for the defendant. She's going to waive her right to any further hearings or trials. She's been advised she's going to plead guilty to the reduced charge of failure to display a valid driver's license, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, and ma'am, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Bostic, and I'm sorry. You had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Baughman, and he advised you of your rights?
Yes,
And did you understand your rights?
yes,
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
no,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes.
Okay. I need you to raise your right hand and repeat after me. Now, you can say you swear or affirm. You don't have to say them both, okay? Whatever you feel comfortable with, but I need you to say, I swear or affirm
I swear
that the testimony I give today will be the truth and the entire truth.
that the testimony I give today will be the truth, the entire truth.
Okay, you can put your hand down. I'm gonna turn your attention to October 26, 2022. Were you driving in the area of Out of Drive and Burn in the city of Detroit?
Yes,
And you were driving a 97 Pontiac?
yes,
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
yes,
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
no,
Satisfied, counsel?
I am satisfied. Thank you.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a plea of guilty for the amended charge of failure to display. And are you working, Miss?
part-time.
No, you can either pay the fine of $220 or you can do 22 hours of community service. Which would you prefer?
I'll pay the fine.
All right, so the fine is gonna be due, I'm gonna give you 30 days to pay. It's due
Okay.
June 5th. If you don't pay it by June 5th, then you need to appear back here on the Zoom at 8:30.
Okay, can I send a money order in?
You can mail it in.
Mail it in to the 36th district in care of the traffic division.
You should do cash.
Yeah.
Cashier, I will put cashier, in care of cashier, cashier department. Do you have your
What
ticket
did you
number?
say?
You have your ticket number?
Yes, SP 140006611.
Okay, so yes, you can mail that in, but make it attention to the cashier's department.
The cashier's department.
Correct. You all set?
So on the envelope, I would put care of the cashier's department.
Right, but you're gonna put 36th District Court, 421 Madison Street, Detroit, Michigan, 48226, and then care of cashier's department.
Okay,
Okay?
okay, Cashier's
Otherwise,
department.
it's gonna come to me.
Okay.
I don't want it to come to me.
Okay,
Okay, take care.
thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Your Honor, would you now call People versus Fabian Burks? Unmute your device, please, sir. Now calling People of the City of Detroit versus Fabian LaShawn Burks, SP 1401053, count one, no registration or untitled motor vehicle. Often for the defendant, sir, state your name.
Fabian Burks.
Judge, this is a pretrial and the defendant has presented today with a valid and current registration certificate. It is from Ohio and does not expire until June 20th of 2023. I am testifying as an officer of the court and have seen and testified that it is to a 2015 Chevy Malibu and is current and valid. Therefore, we'd ask that you would dismiss the instant case per policy. We would thank the court and the prosecutors.
Thank you, Mr. Burks, for getting your proper documentation. The court will acknowledge that an officer of the court has verified that you do in fact have a current registration on your vehicle. Therefore, your matter will be dismissed without prejudice, sir. You are free to go. Have a good day. Make sure you're keeping those documents in the vehicle with you at all times.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good day, sir.
Now calling People of the City of Detroit versus Shanitra Bostic. Unmute your device, please. Thank you for removing your head wrap. One moment. Here's my.
You need me to call it?
Yeah, if you're ready, I'm.
Now calling People versus Tenisha Renee 560 now 1448151. One time unregistered untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
May I
My
please?
name.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Oh, I thought she said say my name.
She did.
Oh, Shanitra Bostic.
Thank you, Ms. Bostic, and good morning. Harry Bachman, on behalf of the defendant, the matters are set for an arraignment. Please, for that purpose, enter a not guilty plea on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. I have an agreement from the prosecutor that the instant case would be dismissed for paid civil infractions, Your Honor. I would stipulate the probable cause for that recommendation here and also indicate for the record that the defendant has she's got an $800 bond, and we'd ask that that bond be directed towards two particular civil infractions that are keeping her from getting her license. May I read those numbers onto the record?
Yes, yes,
It wouldn't
sir.
be up to us though, but.
Are there other tickets that she has as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so she's gonna have to come down and make that arrangement to make sure that because we can't tell them how to apply the bond to the ticket.
Understood. Ms. Bostic, did you hear?
Yes, but what other tickets do I have?
You remember the two that we discussed that are on your Michigan Secretary of State driving record?
But what other ones are you talking about?
There's a number of others. But
they was already dismissed because this is my third time coming to court.
No, those are older cases that were in default. So what happened was when you didn't come to court back in like 2015, there were some cases that were placed on your record that you owe some money on. And to my recollection, maybe another one in 2019. I can't really remember them all, but you have the list of the ones you need to pay. Please come down and pay those.
And then when you come down to make the arrangements to pay the ones that's gonna allow you to get your license, you at that time can enter into a payment agreement to pay the rest. You can look at the list of things that they say is yours and you can do that. Okay. Ma'am.
Oh my goodness.
That's what you need to do. I wasn't here. I cannot give you any further information. We're moving on with the next case.
Can I just say one thing, Your Honor? Ms. Bostic, when I say pay, I don't mean actually go in your pocket and pay. you will be asking that the bond that you already posted be applied to those particular tickets.
It's not about me paying. It's just saying that y'all keep on saying I got all of these tickets, and from my understanding, these are all the tickets. I got a whole printout from the 36th district of all of these tickets, and y'all still saying it's more. Like, that's what I'm not understanding.
If you got the whole printout from 36th district, then those are the ones we're referring to, Ms. Bostic.
Right.
And it's nobody's fault but yours that you don't drive and follow the traffic laws.
Well, I'm trying to fix it. It's a problem.
Right, so we're explaining to you how to fix it, and you're frustrated at the wrong people right now. You need to come down, have them apply your bond to the ones that Mr. Bossman so kindly told you to do, so that those are the ones that are affecting your license. You get your license back so that you don't continue to accumulate. That way, you're not having this domino effect, and you can go back and start to pay off the ones, if there are any, you can start to pay off the other ones that are in
So they don't
default.
any or not, they just saying.
All right, you have a good day, ma'am. Who's next, Mr. Bachman?
Would you please call People versus Marvin Boynton? Mr. Boynton, unmute your device, please, sir. These are cases 194888097, counts 1, 2, and 3, wherein the defendant is charged with no registration or untitled motor vehicle, not having a valid or proper license, and no insurance misdemeanor. They are here for an arraignment for that purpose. Please accept a not guilty plea on behalf of the defendant. State your name, please, sir.
Right now.
Marvin Boynton.
Thank you, Judge. My name is Harry Boffman. I am here to testify that the defendant presents today a valid registration and insurance, and I'm asking the court to verify his driver's license as current and valid. The defendant did present today a valid and current registration to a 2009 Cadillac. It will expire on August 20th of 2023, and in fact, a valid and current insurance certificate to the same Cadillac, which will expire on the same date, August 20th, 2026. Finding these documents to be current and valid, we would ask the court to dismiss those cases based on compliance and would await whether or not the defendant's license is valid per the court.
And the Cadillac, I am assuming is registered and titled in Mr. Boynton's name.
That is correct.
And Mr. Boynton, you no longer have the 2000 Lincoln?
Pardon me, the 2000 Lincoln is I don't own it anymore.
Oh, that's what I asked you. That was a simple yes or no. Okay. We're checking your license now. I'm reaching out.
Oh, no, I'm not. It's 12. That other officer checked that you let in.
Yes, ma'am.
One moment, officer.
Marvin.
So the court has verified that Mr. Boynton does in fact have a valid driver's license. The court also acknowledges that an officer of the court has verified that the registration and insurance are also valid in Mr. Boynton's name. Therefore, all of these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Boynton, make sure you're keeping these documents in the vehicle with you at all times, sir, and you have a good day.
Your Honor, I'd like to bring Mr. Byrd out there as a plea agreement, and then there was one other person, Artist Black. Should take
We
you
know
down.
that Mr. Boynton heard me because he looks like he's frozen.
Black,
Boynton, Mr. Boynton. Mr. Boynton is frozen, isn't
Yeah, his
Okay.
connection was messing
he?
up.
We'll let him know that it got dismissed. Go ahead, Mr.
be
Hold
right
on one
back,
second.
Your Honor. It
One
should take
moment,
maybe
please.
2 minutes.
One moment. Mr.
Okay.
Hoffman. Mr. Bachman.
That's it'll take me 2 minutes to bring both of these defendants into the main session. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. It was the 12th. You came in on the 12th. So I'm just gonna look at the paperwork just to see what the notes were. One moment. Hmm. Oh. Well, you gotta think, it was a couple of officers who was here on the case. Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. So he couldn't, yeah.
So we're gonna be a dismissal.
No. Oh, no, we didn't dismiss this case. I know for sure we didn't dismiss it because I wouldn't be in the court date. I'm about to look at the notes. She's saying she didn't understand why.
Ready, Mr. Bachman?
I am, Your Honor, now calling the people of City of Detroit versus Artist Black. Mr. Black, unmute your device, please.
Mr. Byrd, can you have a seat for us, please? There you go. Thank you.
Mr. Black, oh, wait, you haven't called the case yet, have you, Ms. Bachman? Or you
No.
waiting on me?
Now calling SP 1345166, count 1. U 628-11522 and U 628-4642, count 2. People versus Artist Tremaine Black. Sir, state your name for the record.
Artist Tremaine Black.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. Matters are here for trial. The defendant is going to waive his right to a trial to pursue a guilty plea pursuant to a plea whereby he will plead on count ending in 422, guilty, Your Honor, and that plea will be taken under delayed sentence for a period of 90 days. The other counts announced here will be dismissed, and I would stipulate the probable cause for that recommendation. Thank the court and the prosecutor.
Okay, and we have officers here on this matter. Would you like to state your name for the record?
How you doing, Your?
Go ahead, Lawrence.
Hey, how you doing, Your Honor? This is Officer Lawrence, Badge 41, Detroit Transit Police.
Thank you, officer.
Good morning, Judge. This is Officer Riddles, Badge 11, Transit Police.
Thank you, Officer Riddles. And Mr. Buffman, ticket number he's only playing to the one ticket?
642.
Correct, Your Honor. The alcohol-related violation.
Okay. All right, Mr. Black, this is a really good opportunity for you. I'm hoping that, and I'm not sure what type of transit you were on, if it was just a regular bus, but I hope that your behavior is much better. Anytime you're in public, not just when you're on public transportation, but anytime you're in public. I believe that you are a lot more mature than that. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You got
Yes,
an
ma'am.
opportunity to talk to Mr. Buffman. He advised you of your rights.
Yes.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Mr. Black, we can't hear you very clearly. It may be a little bit of a, so I'm gonna say one more time. Did you understand your rights? Because that didn't come through very clear.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Right, okay. And did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. Officer, I don't know which officer I can verify the date with. It. The date of the incident, August 12th or August 10th of 22?
That's Officer Lawrence ticket.
Officer Lawrence, are you aware if it was August 12th or August 22 or August 10th? Okay, so turning your attention, Mr. Black, to on or before August 12th, 2022, were you at 360 Michigan Avenue in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Say it again, Mr. Black. Mr. Black, maybe you should turn your TV down.
That TV is on the other side. I'm gonna cut it off.
Thank you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Background noise, thank you. So we're on or before on or around August 12th, 2022, were you at the 360 Michigan Avenue location? We still can't hear you. We have to be able to hear.
I said yes.
Okay. All right, and you were outside, is that correct?
Yes.
And were you consuming?
Yes.
And were you, okay, and were you consuming an open bottle of beer, sir?
Yes.
Satisfied, Counselor?
I am, thank you, Your Honor.
And stipulate to probable cause on dismissal.
So stipulated, thank you.
So the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Black for alcohol-related offense. Mr. Black, you're gonna be placed on a 90-day, well, actually, it's gonna be a 90-day delay in your sentencing. In the meantime, between now and, let me see, your return date is gonna be August 7th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m.
Mr. Black, you can have.
Pardon me? Hello?
Yes,
This is
Mr.
my
Black.
phone. You said,
Are you writing down your return date of August 7th, 2023
yes.
at 8:30 a.m., sir?
Okay, thank you.
Wait 1 moment. Okay, in the meantime, Mr. Black, if you don't get any tickets or come in contact with the police between now and August 7th, the matter will be dismissed when you return.
Yes, ma'am.
So be on your best behavior, sir. You have a good day.
How much?
Wait, I'm so sorry. And you have a fee you have a fine. Are you working, Mr. Black?
Not at the moment. I'm on SSI.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a fine of $200, or you could do 20 hours of community service. Which would you prefer?
The $200.
Okay, so the fine is going to be $200. It needs to be paid by the time you return on August 7th as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
No, thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That shit is over with.
Your Honor, would you now call People versus Demetrius Byrd? Sir, please unmute your device. Now calling People versus Demetrius Byrd, case number SP 1199074, count 1 and count 2, as well SP 1241795, count 1 and 1271898, count 1 and 2 and 3. Finally, SP 136833, count 1, People versus Demetrius Byrd. State your name, please, for the record.
Demetrius Byrd.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Byrd. Harry Bachman, on behalf of the defendants and the officers present, please, one at a time, state your names and badge numbers.
Yes, Corporal Defendant Badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
Corporal Spidell, Batch 402, Detroit Police Department.
Good morning, corporals. Thank you for your presence. The defendant will waive his right to a trial this morning, Your Honor. He's going to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation that he would, on counts ending in 0742 and 7951, both of those tickets are driving on a revoked license. The defendant would plead guilty here and now to those, and the counts would be reduced to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, Your Honor. The remaining counts would be dismissed here, and I stipulate to probable cause for that agreement. Thank the court, thank the officers and the prosecutor.
Yeah, The prosecutor was very generous with this offer, Mr. Byrd. You had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Baughman and he advised you of your rights.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
I do, Your Honor.
You put your hand down, turning your attention to May 13th, 2021. Were you driving a 2004 Saturn?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're in the area of Plymouth and Myers in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you pulled over by the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have a driver's license on that day, sir, a valid driver's license?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied as to both count, did we do both counts or was on that count, just satisfied? Yes.
Okay, and then I'm gonna turn your attention to September 14th, 2021. Were you driving the 2004 Saturn on that day, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you in the area of Grand Boulevard and Grand River in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you pulled over by or stopped by the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you have a valid driver's license on that day, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, satisfied, thank you.
Stipulate to probable cause on dismissals.
So stipulated.
So the court is also satisfied and will enter guilty plea on the amended charges of allowing unlicensed driver to drive on count 2 of ticket number ending in 9074, count 2, and count 1 on ticket number ending in 1795. Both will be reduced to allowing the unlicensed driver to drive. All other matters will be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Are you working, Mr. Byrd?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm gonna assign a fee of, it's gonna be $200 for both matters. It's for a total of $400. When will you be able to pay that, sir?
I already started paying the for them charges due to the fact
You didn't
that
already
you
start
got.
paying these, because you didn't have a fee assessed to these until just now. So you may have some other outstanding matters that you've been paying on, but these are before me, and these are the ones that I care the most about in terms of when you're gonna come back in front of me to ensure that you pay. So do you need 30 days for these?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's $400 within the next 30 days. That's June 5th, 2023. If you haven't paid by June 5th, then you need to appear here on this Zoom at 8:35 a.m. Don't get them confused, Mr. Byrd. Make sure that you know which ones you paid and which ones you haven't. If you are in doubt, just show up on this Zoom on June 5th. Otherwise, we're gonna end up issuing another warrant.
All right.
Okay?
Can I
So
speak, Your Honor?
Yes.
I've been
You have to be still though. I know you're trying to get away from wherever you are.
I've been trying to get my license back for 5 years. And Secretary of State, the one has sent me to come down here and talk to you guys. So I've been paying for them tickets right there. And now they just been dismissed. So I already paid them like something like $400, $600 already for some same charges. But now you just dismissed it.
Okay,
A
so
lot right now.
we look at some of these. Some of these may have had civil infractions, like the one where you just pled to driver. So that was probably why Mr. Goss gave you an offer, because you had civil infractions as well. Like on this one ticket where you pled to allowing, you also had a no proof of insurance and an expired plate on that day. That was a civil infraction. And if that had gone into default already, then or any other matters that you may have had in the past that were civil infractions that had gone into default, you would have still owed on those tickets. So if you're driving and you run a red light and you're driving without a driver's license and no insurance, then the red light ticket goes could have gone into default before you showed up for court. And then you show up at court, you still have to pay that defaulted ticket in addition to whatever happens in court on that day.
Okay, I understand all that, but by me dishing out all this money, I still ain't nobody leading me the way or try to show me how to get my license back. And I don't know what to do. Ain't nobody telling me nothing. Everybody just want money, 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 money. I work to pay license, to pay tickets. I'm trying to work to take care of my family.
And while I have some empathy for you, some of this you have to take responsibility and ownership for, right? Because
I'm taking on
no reason.
I'm taking all ownership and responsibility. I was at fault. But now I do need my license back to get back and forth to work.
So you're on the payment plan for the civil infractions already. So those are the ones that you're paying on. What I'm trying to explain to you is that these matters that were before me today, you could not have been paying towards those because I just assessed the fee today. So you couldn't have been paying anything on those.
If he trying to get his license back, he has two.
I understand, Your Honor.
So Madam Clerk is looking at your record now. She says that you have 2 no proof of insurance tickets that you need to probably pay before you can get your license back.
And they both for $288.
$288 each.
Right, I'm paying them right now.
I could take him back in the breakout room and give him a breakdown of why he is, where he is, what he can do to extract himself. And the bottom line is you just got to stop driving till you get a license. Otherwise, I don't.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's cheaper to get to Uber.
Right.
It's cheaper to get to Uber. Like I tell people this all the time. Like why even take the risk of driving when you know you don't have a driver's license?
I got to support my family.
Understood, Mr. Bird.
So catch an Uber, sir.
I do now because it's like I'm paying tickets and can't accumulate more tickets. I'm not getting anywhere.
Or the family members that you're helping to support, some of them probably got a driver's license. Tell them to drop you off at work. Figure it out, but stop driving. Because if you continue to drive, you're continuing to set yourself up for failure, honestly.
I understand. I know.
Ms. Bird, if you want to go in the breakout room, I can, break down exactly, give you some information that will be helpful for you,
Make sure that he's aware of the return date on these 2 tickets, and the ticket numbers is June 5th, 2023 at 8:30 if they're not paid by then.
Understood.
He needs to ask for an extension.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you guys take care. Thank you, Corporal Ben.
Thank you, Officer Corporal.
Have a good one, Corporal.
Mr. Bird, I'm